All right, Smirnoff, official vodka of the NFL, world's #1 vodka. Chris Cody, you're with me here.
Smirnoff!
Wow, you're on the money with Smirnoff.
Smirnoff!
I'm going to ask you, Chris, what's your favorite game day food?
Smirnoff!
That's your favorite game day drink. What's your favorite game day food?
Smirnoff!
All right, here's the deal. Game day is everything. The noise, the rituals, the passion, the dip, the wings, the dip again.
Smirnoff!
Smirnoff belongs in that mix because if you're tailgating or hosting or just sitting there checking your fantasy lineup every 30 seconds, you need
Smirnoff!
Otherwise, it's not a real game day. They've been doing it since 1864, which is, I don't even want to do the math. It's a long time. It's like when Greg Cody was born. They're award-winning. They make cocktails super easy, and they're all about bringing fans together. So yeah, we do game days. That's their thing. And if you're over 21, you should too. Why, Chris?
Smirnoff!
Grab a bottle of
Smirnoff!
at your local retailer and head to Smirnoff.com to find recipes of delicious cocktails perfect for game day.
Smirnoff!
Please drink responsibly.
Smirnoff!
Number 21 vodka, distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume, the
Smirnoff!
Company. New York, New York. Please do not share with anyone under legal drinking age.
Smirnoff!
Now's a good time to remember where tequila's story truly began. In 1795, Cuervo invented tequila.
Cuervo.
What are you doing here?
Cuervo. Anytime someone says Cuervo, I show up.
Well, I do know that to be true, but even during ad reads, like...
Cuervo.
I think you could lay out, especially for one of our great partners.
Sweet, delicious Cuervo.
Since then, Cuervo has stayed true to its roots. The same family, the same land, the same passion.
Cuervo.
So, enjoy the tequila that started it all. Cuervo.
Cuervo.
The tequila that invented tequila. Proximo. Cuervo.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cuervo.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This is the Dan Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
It is a Greg Cody Tuesday. Do you have a back in my day, Greg?
I happen not to today. I sure wanted to, but I had a deadline for the book I'm writing.
Too busy missing PFBI deadlines?
I had to get the last chapter in the last couple of days, so I didn't have time to.
Still can't believe that.
What book are you writing?
Sex and the Animals with Ron McGill.
I don't understand why it is that you have just simply quit on this, which was part of your job, a job that you are paid for. It is the one thing that we consistently ask you to do around here. We don't consistently ask you to do anything else.
Why can't you do it?
And you've just stopped doing it.
Yeah, I mean, people change, people evolve. Sometimes someone.
But you're telling Abdul Carter to come do his job professionally, to just do the thing that he has to do. And you're saying be accountable while your son accused you of a lack of accountability on PFPI, and you're clearly lacking accountability here when you're the only one responsible for doing this as part of your only job assignment around here.
Well, first of all, it's not my only job assignment. Let me ask you this. Do I have any say in whether or not I want to continue doing back in my days?
I mean, clearly,
apparently not.
You've stopped. No, but clearly you've stopped doing it. But you didn't make an announcement that you were stopping doing it. And in fact, didn't you promise? You said there was one being worked on for some reason.
There's a couple in the hopper. Yeah, we may.
You have all the say on this. You've been doing it your way the entire time.
Did you adjust your contract since you didn't want to do it
He's
anymore?
getting paid more.
I'm in here twice a week. Nothing in my contract says I have to do. I'm doing songs for this show. I'm doing songs for this show. Just this show was introduced with the football song we did.
The interesting part is it does seem as the back of my days have gone away from this show, gripes of wrath have kind of gone into the Greg Cody show.
Well, it is true that
where he writes out complaining about things.
It is true that on the Greg Cody show we have a segment called Gripes of Wrath.
I believe it was poop picker-uppers this week.
Yeah, they're all frauds. If I see somebody walking around my neighborhood with a dog on a leash with one of those little plastic bags, pretending that if his dog craps on my lawn, he's going to pick up that poop, he knows he isn't. I know he isn't.
That's a blasphemous allegation. If you're carrying around the bag of poop, you're gonna
Why
pick up
carry
the
around
poop.
the bag then?
Because you're doing it for
Some
pretense.
people do the fake pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the
Well,
honeymoon.
what does that mean? Like they put their hand down and they just pick up
You
grass?
just got to
and
do
not
the look
poop?
around and in case anyone's happened to be looking at me here. I'm in my honeymoon stage with my dog, so I'm picking up all the poop. Check back in a year, maybe I'll be different, but right now, all the poop
You
gets
got to
picked
pick up all the poop. I made that mistake. I didn't know it at the first time. The first time I owned a dog, I did not know
You
that I
don't
was
do that? You
supposed
just
to do that. You
Okay.
don't pick up the poop?
Nope.
Do,
I don't
do you have
either.
a dog?
I got 2 dogs.
I don't pick up my poop either.
You don't pick up.
Well, you don't
any
walk
poop?
your dog. It's just in your backyard.
You
Right.
don't pick
It's
up
fertilizer.
the poop. You've got no. It's
No, it's not. It's the opposite.
I'm
actually.
disappointed to hear that because I kind of like you. That's bad.
Yeah,
it is.
Greg is disappointed
Wait a
in
minute.
Yeah, I'm
both
disappointed in
both things
everyone.
can be true. It is indeed literally fertilizer, but it's not something anybody wants in their lawn. And
Oh no,
it's-
I don't let my dogs poop on in someone else's lawn.
But this is what they're doing. This is what they're
Talking
talking
about on walk.
no, that's lame as hell.
Oh, okay.
But
No,
people,
no,
but
like-
people do that though.
Yeah, that's lame as hell. Like if I let my dogs in my backyard, but if I do take them on the leash and I walk them like around the lake in the grass where no one lives, and I do not pick that up, I would never allow my dogs to poop on someone's lawn and not pick up. That's awful.
But even common ground, some people would call that still a jerk.
I'm not picking up common ground. I'm not doing that. No.
People walk around with fake poop in their bags.
That's your.
Get that? You're
only
making
you
that
say
up.
that.
No,
That's
it's
just a
not
thing
true.
he says.
That
There's
is
toy
not true.
poop in those bags just to appear like you have something in the bag, so that people drive by and say, "Oh, look at that guy!
If
He
you
picked
want
up the
more
poop."
of this coverage, the Greg Cody Show featuring Greg Cody
With-
is where you can get it.
And here's something else I expose in the latest episode of the Greg Cody Show, because this man, my son, is a fraud. Chris Cody has just recently engaged a company and pays them every week to pick up his dog's
From my
poop
backyard.
from his backyard.
I want some details on that.
$15 a
Whoa.
week. They come twice a week, and now I don't have to worry about stepping in poop in my bag.
I want
That
that.
guy.
It's
That
like, I'll
guy.
send you the link.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, right, Sad. That's a great business.
Sad. Next thing, you're going to pay somebody to wipe your ass for you?
How much would it cost? You said that on the Greg Cody Show, by the way.
You got to take responsibility.
Can I get some fresh material out of you here? Like, how is it that you're doing all the work that you do for the podcast that we help you with, and you do a lesser version of the work here?
Right?
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 What's your point? I don't get it. What's your point?
He's confirming the accusation.
Mike Ryan, do you have your top 5
Doing
list
nothing of the kind.
of Santa-looking coaches who? Is this just football, or is this all of
sports?
All of okay. Is it ready? It's ready to
It's
go.
ready to go, fully baked.
All right, fully baked.
Fully baked.
Okay. I still don't understand the accusation that Greg is making, by the way. You're saying that people are going to the effort of buying fake poop, putting it in their bag.
He's projecting what he would do.
It's one of the dumbest accusations I've ever heard.
No, because I believe that. You know,
have you ever
everybody.
seen anyone doing, like, you just saying, I
I have.
believe that?
You think there are
everybody-
people driving around and they're actually peering to see if there's poop in the bag that's being held by that person on the street?
Dog walkers want to appear. The bag is nothing but a prop. Dog walkers want to appear as if they're doing the right thing by picking up after their dog. My contention is that most of them do not, particularly when they look around and they don't see any neighbors looking at them.
I learned it in an embarrassing fashion. I've told you guys the story before. The way that I learned this is I was yelled at by my neighbor, former Dolphins tight end Jed Weaver.
Oh, what a name.
That's what happened.
Solid hand.
Wow. What did he say, Jed?
He got mad. He got mad at
The
me.
dog pooped in his lawn?
Yeah, but yes.
You
And
need a 3-yard reception?
I thought
See, if you had that fake bag with the toy poop in it, you could have showed it to him.
no. There still would have been the poop in his yard.
Well, but he
no
couldn't prove it was
sense what
yours.
you're
Was he going to
saying.
run a DNA test? Can't prove it's yours.
OLI.
Where's Roy?
Tom Moore.
I'm right here. Fanfare.
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 That's Santa.
Look at Tom Moore. His face has not moved in 30 years of football.
That's a happy man.
Off-season Santa for sure. But I mean, picture a big fluffy white beard on him.
No, that's
Santa.
That's a clinically depressed Santa.
Honestly, I
Guy's got
just
luggage
wanted to
under
throw
his
up,
eyes.
I just wanted to throw up a photo of Tom Moore.
But he does look like Santa. You're
He
right.
does. Number 5, Bob Wylie. Former Browns offensive line coach, famous for going, hut, and his tummy moving. I mean, look at that guy.
It's pretty good. That's a pretty good number 5.
It's a mustache guy, though.
That's also a guy you don't want to really fight because I'm guessing he's got a lot of gray hair on his shoulders as well.
His beard's on his chest.
Look at that
chest.
That chest hair.
Good God.
Wild.
Zaslow, high armpits,
That
too.
is a great line by Zaslow. His beard is on his chest. That is absolutely a beard that has fallen from his face and is just a tuft of hair.
Some high armpit sweat.
I think he had a great wartime quote, too. Jeremy, get on that. Number 4. It can't all just be chubby white guys. Pop.
Late stage pop.
You know about that COVID pop? Look at that. Look at that hair.
Number 3. Howard Schnellenberger.
Jesus, what the hell is that?
Interesting photo choice.
Not really sure what happened in the processing. Take my word for it. He's wearing a red jacket, which would have been really helpful there.
No
All right.
photograph of Howard.
Okay. Number 2. We're going to spell this Santa with 2 A's. Rob Ryan.
It's a good list.
And number 1, this one's easy. Lovey Smith.
It's a good list. I salute you. I want to get to some video here.
We have the Bob Wylie quote.
Did you know World War I and World War II, all those guys that fought in that war, they did push-ups, jumping jacks, sit-ups, climbed the rope and ran. None of this fancy shit. And they won 2 world wars. Do you think they were worried when they were running across Normandy about bleeping stretching?
It's a good quote.
You ain't wrong.
Football guy.
Folks, listen up. You know my holiday pattern by now. Every single year I tell myself, listen, Chris, you're going to be thoughtful this year. You're going to get good gifts. You're not going to be lazy. You're not just going to get gift cards. And this year, guys, I have news. I pulled it off. No panic. No sad little card. You know what I gave? I gave an Aura frame. Like, why is it so hard to find a personal gift these days? It's for the people I'm closest to. My parents, my wife, my in-laws, my kid. Like, the most important people in my world. I have no idea what I'm supposed to get them as a gift. But one thing I know, people light up when they get photos. People love photos. So I loaded up my Aura frame with all the moments I know they'll love. My daughter being adorable, random selfies, group pictures where none of us are looking in the same direction. I kept adding them because Aura lets you send unlimited photos and videos right from your phone anytime. And the best part, you can preload the thing before it even ships. So when it's open on Christmas morning, all the memories are already there. I'm telling you guys, this is a great gift. And folks, for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named number 1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code DLB. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now and get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Get nutty with Hampton Farms, the official peanut of bowl season, bringing you the ultimate game day snack. There's nothing like the roar of the crowd, the thrill of the play, and the satisfying crack of fresh in-shell peanuts. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, Hampton Farms Peanuts keeps your energy high and your taste buds happy. Join the celebration of college football with every delicious crunch. Purchase for sharing with friends, tailgating outside the stadium, or cheering from the couch. Grab a bag from the produce aisle of your local grocery store and savor the game one peanut at a time.
Holidays, fun. Holidays as a dad, tough. Travel, gifts, matching pajamas. Don't get me started on matching pajamas. It's hot in Miami. My wife says, why don't you want to do this with us? My daughter's crying. Anyways, school parties, hosting a family. Next thing I know, I basically put Christmas on my credit card and have no idea what I spent where. If you want to keep your finances under control this holiday season, you need to be using Monarch. Rated Wall Street Journal's best budgeting app at 25, Monarch's the all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean interface on your laptop or on your phone. Right now, just for our listeners, Monarch is offering 50% off your first year, a massive deal. Monarch showed me how fast a holiday budget was disappearing. Flights, gifts, late-night online shopping, and helped me pump the brakes before the bill hit. Now my wife and I do quick money check-ins, look at our holiday spending category, and actually enjoy the holidays without starting January and the new year in panic. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code DAN at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code DAN. And don't give me those matching pajamas, I swear.
Dan Le Batard.
You don't remember the idea for
I was
a home
probably
run
like,
call?
that kind of thing. Something.
Okay, no, the home run call was that kind of swing, that kind of thing.
Stugotz.
Oh, it's a good call.
Thank you. And plus, it doesn't matter who's hitting it. Like, you're not tailoring it to a particular
Correct.
name. all that jazz. You don't got to do that. You just
that would be a great call.
Up and away.
Swing, that kind of thing.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Speaking of which, there are a couple of coaches here who are getting attention, and I want to cover some of this as I see Jim Mora being resurrected at Colorado State, because I think some of the stuff happening around this coaching stuff is the worst kind of hope trafficking, where we just want to believe so badly that some leader knows how to leader better than other leaders that we just get super excited and crazy about Lane Kiffin, for example. So Lane Kiffin is getting an assortment of perks as part of his contract, and all that happened here, as far as I can tell, is that LSU wanted something that Florida thought it had. And so LSU, which has already made this mistake with Brian Kelly, is in the middle of fighting publicly. That's over now. Brian Kelly's going to get his money, but they fought and squabbled over whether Brian Kelly deserves his money after you'd think LSU already learned about this false prophet bullshit that we're doing all the time with leadership. But Lane Kiffin's perks are among the following: 65 hours of private jet time per year. Do you understand? He can take 20, 30 trips with that kind of jet time. That is a lot of jet time.
More like 15 trips.
Well, it depends on how long they are, but he's also got private first-class flying for just recruiting. So these are just family trips, because he's got family and guest travel. He's got suites, priority tickets. He's got courtesy vehicles, plural. What are you laughing about, Mike?
Isn't that every coach at this point?
No, he's got
Sexton.
Look, he's got, because of the way that he was coveted and because of the way he played this, I know a lot of people are angry about this. I saw Bill Cowher howling about this on CBS. A lot of people are mad at Lane Kiffin for maximizing his leverage because of how he was coveted. He just got himself not just a contract that is spectacular, but a contract that guarantees him that it's going to keep being spectacular if someone else gets paid more than him, or LSU is going to pay him for what would have been his bonuses if he had gotten
my favorite.
Deeper into the playoffs with Mississippi.
That's my favorite. So Lane Kiffin is actually still rooting for Ole Miss's success right now, while he is the head coach at LSU. And if Ole Miss is successful, LSU has to pay their current coach. It's wild. It's one of the wildest incentive clauses I've ever seen. Do you remember? Well, it was I think the very end of October, right? Where you had the clown governor, Governor Landry, the governor of
Louisiana.
Yes, of Louisiana, and going over the whole spiel about how Scott Woodward, the then athletic director.
Well, let's play the sound. Let's play the sound. We were introduced to this governor because he was complaining about Brian Kelly, wanted Brian Kelly gone, and was complaining about the idea of doing this hope trafficking with heroes.
These big-name coaches, they're big names because they win. What are they afraid of? Right? If you're the best, you shouldn't have to worry. You say, guess what? I'm putting my reputation on the line, and when I win, this is how much money I want. There's no guarantee. This sets it. The way the contracts are structured now tells the guy, listen, in 5 years he might get tired of doing it. He's like, he doesn't have to worry about coaching, because he's like, look, as long as I kind of go through the motions, I get another 5 years at $10 million a year. That's not a bad gig, Pat. If y'all boys over there are giving great entertainment to ESPN and we don't enjoy watching, which we absolutely do, guess what happens? You lose sponsors. That's the free market.
So they weren't going to give out. There was no way that LSU was going to give out. The state of Louisiana was not going to allow another contract like Brian Kelly just got. And what winds up happening? They do the exact same thing for Lane Kiffin and more, paying him the bonuses for what another school does. His potential buyout one day is more than what Brian Kelly's would be. And there's no offset language of any kind that if they do fire him, that he has to go out and, in good faith, look for another job. This governor turned out to be a clown. Give me a break.
A politician lying?
No way.
Why do governors get involved in sports now? Hey, governor, you got a whole state to run.
They're state employees.
It doesn't matter. They shouldn't get involved in their teams.
They're state employees. He's the highest paid employee in the state.
I understand governors are employees of state colleges, not private
not the
colleges.
governor.
You'd be shocked.
Lane Kiffin is the highest paid employee in the state.
Right, I get it.
Right, like if the boosters weren't going to pay the buyout for Brian Kelly, the state, the taxpayers would be on the hook.
Most governors don't exactly seize the opportunity to be front-facing here, but they have a ton of influence. They approve budgets. They approve boards. Like Ron DeSantis, his fingerprints are all over state schools in the college football scene.
I don't think that's right. I think there's too much going on in a state for them to demean the office.
Oh, you don't think it's right that they do that? Because it is accurate.
Right.
All right.
Yes, I don't think it's right they do that.
He gained a lot of political points by doing that. That's an easy winner for him.
Of course it is.
To simply rip Brian Kelly, but then they do the same thing and more.
His words meant nothing.
This is the best contract in the sport because it guarantees that. Look, Lane Kiffin had such leverage, and I do believe a lot of this is stupid, okay? Because I just saw Jim Mora Jr. resurrected for Colorado State.
Oh, you got to stop doing this to Jim Mora. Like back-to-back 9-win seasons at UConn. Like he's doing it the hard way. Did you see his quarterback stats? 28-1.
I am doing it to Jim Mora just because we can recycle every Matt Nagy that's out there. Like we can do this.
It's hard to win 9 games at UConn.
We can agreed. UConn is better than they've been. I'm only doing it to Jim Mora Jr. because we've already seen this fail, and now we're going to see it polished up. And it doesn't mean that Lane Kiffin can't learn from previous mistakes. Obviously, can. He was a very young coach, but he's failed every single time he's had expectations. Every time. And now it has this contract because he's the guy that's available, and all you need is 2 fighting over him. And then the ego gets involved because when Florida thinks they have someone and LSU thinks that they're a better program, all of a sudden you've got exactly what you need in order to negotiate a real sweetheart deal from a governor and a constituency that just got burned by this.
I would buck up against he's failed to deliver on expectations. I think he was there at Tennessee for 1 year. They were obviously pissed to see him go. He failed to deliver at USC, no doubt. He got fired on the tarmac there.
And the Raiders.
But FAU surpassed expectations.
FAU he did. Yeah.
but there
Ole
were-
Miss is having their greatest run in program history
No, but
right now.
those expectations weren't real.
When you bring Lane over, like he surpassed their expectations.
Agreed.
He made
but
FAU the top of that conference.
There were no expectations when he took the job that actually FAU and Mississippi would be in 10-win territory. So, of course, he's exceeding low expectations. When he's had high expectations, he has not met them. That's been his history. It doesn't mean he can't learn, and this isn't actually disparagement of Lane. I'm just putting in front of you the facts and what it is that happens when you start sprinkling, oh, we need the guy who appears to have more leadership knowledge than the other guy. So let me go over here to this Summerall because he gets off a plane giving great coach.
I like this guy.
Well, of course.
I like him.
So Mike told you yesterday, this guy is being paid half of what Lane Kiffin was offered by Florida. He's thrilled to have the job. But let's show him getting off the plane here because he's showing exactly the kind of confidence when the coach is being introduced and you're getting your first optic.
I love this.
He's getting off the plane and climbing the stairs.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Of course, a private.
At the
Gator
same
chomp.
time, the Gator Chomp while walking down some difficult private jet stairs.
Yep.
This is a good look. This is a good start. I know that everyone wants him fired already. This is a good start.
It couldn't start better than this. He's coming down the stairs while also doing the Gator Chomp.
Tough to do.
And doing so at a discount half as much as Lane Kiffin. And so this is what they sell you when they can't get Lane Kiffin. Hey, we lost on Lane, but what we've got is a coach who can indeed climb down the stairs while doing the Gator Chomp with his
I
hands.
even think Lane waits to get to the bottom of the stairs before doing the chomp. Like he walks down and then chomps. Just the simultaneous. Like
It's dangerous. It's confident.
It's
you're confident in your athletic ability and your general synchronicity of function.
Well, there's no coming back. Even if you don't even have to fall, you don't have to trip. If you slip a little bit, there's no coming back.
Well, imagine that look. Oh,
It wasn't a great chomp. I got to be the guy to say it. The chomp was a little
Let me see it
lopsided.
again. I also think he was cheating by looking down at the stairs.
Yes.
Because I think he was, and I don't blame him.
I don't see any look. One look.
It's a lopsided chomp.
A couple looks.
No, come
All
on.
right, he's
It's
looking.
all looks.
Yeah.
He's going like this.
Well, he knows. He knows he can't fall in that
I
moment.
feel like one look and you're good. I mean, they're all the same
Do you think he thought of that before they swung the doors open? Like he thought of that?
No,
right?
it could be a little jarring when the plane, stairs come out. They're not your usual stairs. They could be a little bit thin,
Can we see Lane walking downstairs? Do we have any shot of Lane walking down a play? Because I got to compare and contrast
I
here.
bet you he just hops on
here we go.
the railing and
See?
slides down.
Oh, see, this is no LSU signal going down the
That's
steps.
a good descent, though. That's a manly descent.
What?
Yeah. No, he descended the stairs.
He didn't touch the railing.
Better than Pat Summerall.
I will say, Lane Kiffin did not. Pat Summerall. You made
John Summerall.
I know that. I was making a joke about a 95-year-old former broadcaster.
While running out of breath.
John Summerall revealed at his press conference that Lane told him to take the Florida job and co-signed it.
For half as much money? Did he tell him they're
I don't
offering
think he
you?
revealed how much
They're
money.
offering you half as much as they offered me. How do you guys say Marcus Mariota? Have you heard
Just
it?
like that.
Have you said it? Have you heard it said any other way?
That's
ever?
the way I've always heard it.
Mariota.
Greg, have you ever heard Marcus Mariota said any other way other than the way that I'm saying?
I have not.
It's the way Mike Tirico also said it.
Marcus Mariota.
Oh, I've heard Mariota now that you mention it.
But I would say Mario, it's more of just
Yeah.
like the T sound. This is how it's commonly said.
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
And then the internet was going after Chris Collinsworth because he says it.
Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota. No, that's
And the internet was just like, this can't be right. And then, but they replayed.
Yeah, that's not how you say it.
On NBC's broadcast, they do the starting lineups where the players say their name. So you hear Mariota now saying his name.
Marcus Mariota.
No, he's saying it
wow.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like Collinsworth is right.
No, Marcus doesn't know how to say his own name.
Marcus Mariota.
No, he's saying it wrong.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He got caught up in the air.
He is saying it wrong. Marcus Mariota. I mean, Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce, but he's pronouncing it Kelsey because everybody else does. Doesn't even know his own name.
It's like saying Toronto and Toronto.
It's exactly like that. Which is right?
He said it
Toronto.
the same way both times, right?
Marcus Mariota.
Nah, that's not how you say it.
No.
Marcus Mariota.
That guy's wrong.
That's all I'm going to say from now on.
Mariota.
I can't shake Andy Reid tickling tonsils.
It was graphic. It was lecherous.
We're going to try to tickle your tonsils on every play.
The little chuckle there.
It's all of it. It's not.
Does he see a reaction?
It's also.
Creepy.
You wake up in a dark, damp room. You're chained to a wall, and you hear this disembodied voice.
We're going to try to tickle your tonsils on every play, every game.
Saw 5.
I'm begging for death.
His
We're going to try to tickle your tonsils.
his voice is dragging through gravel. It is how it is. It is how it sounds.
To tickle your tonsils on every play.
I didn't know what it meant at first, but now that I do know, I don't like it.
I know that a lot of people listening to this are bothered over the years, and I get it, that my tone can be strident and know-it-all, okay? I know that I am guilty of this, but there are a handful of things that I am really, really wrong about, and one of them is the entirety of Dillon Brooks. I don't know if you guys saw this game last night where he is taunting LeBron James. He's been calling him old for a while. When Memphis got rid of Dillon Brooks, I thought he wouldn't play in the NBA again. I thought it was laughable that Houston gave him $80 million. I was surprised how good Houston is. Last night, without Devin Booker, with Dillon Brooks going for 30-something points, Dillon Brooks is making Phoenix be a good team, better than I thought they were. Dillon Brooks is a lot better as a basketball player than I ever thought he was at Memphis.
I know there's no real way to. You're right, and I know there's no real way to actually quantify this, but Dillon Brooks is a good player, and what I mean by that is this is a guy who now 3 teams they were terrible franchises, were in a terrible spot, and he has helped them get to a different kind of culture, like a winning kind of culture. And like I said, you can't really quantify that, but Memphis was bad. He was there the only time they were good. They're terrible now. He went to a bad Houston team, and I know they have Durant now, but before that, he helped them get back on track. They traded him in the Durant deal. Phoenix, terrible. And now Phoenix Phoenix is good. They're 13-9. Like, Dillon Brooks is clearly a good piece for a winning team.
On Fox One, you can stream your favorite live sports so you're there for the biggest moments as they happen. For me, I cannot deal with spoilers, so I need to see it live, especially on college football Saturdays and NFL Sundays. With Fox One, you get it all. NASCAR, the MLB postseason, edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping moments, and that rush like you're right there in the action. Sports are meant to be watched live, and you can do that with Fox One. Fox One, we live for live, streaming now.
This time of year, it's a lot. Lights, noise, pumpkin spice, it's everywhere. But one feeling that we are all still chasing is coziness. And Bombas has the socks, slippers, and tees, basically everything to get you there. There's something oddly therapeutic about a fresh pair of socks, and Bombas knows that feeling and builds it into everything they make. Slippers you can melt into, tees that feel just right, comfort that holds up wash after wash. And gifting, Bombas makes that easy too. Your wife, your kid's girlfriend, your neighbor's newborn, your mom's new friend. Yeah, they got socks for them all. They're even stepping up the footwear game. New colors, new styles, fluffy things, suede things. If you got feet, they've got something for you. And the best part, every pair you buy, Bombas donates one to someone experiencing homelessness. Cozy for you, cozy for someone else. I wear Bombas.
I got myself 3 pairs of underwear from Bombas, and they don't ride up, they don't bunch, they are very comfortable, very soft, and enjoyable to wear.
It's cozy season. It's Bombas season. Head over to bombas.com/Dan and use code Dan for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/DAN and use code DAN at checkout.
All right, look, it's the holidays again, and people are running around and getting stressed out, and they're asking me, Roy, what should I get? What should I do? Give me some recipes. And every year I tell them the same exact thing. Get meat. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's meat. And Omaha Steaks, they deliver the world's best steak experience. USDA certified tender steaks. It tastes like someone actually cares about you. Burgers, steaks, comfort meals. All that stuff makes you go, that'll work. And now during the cyber sale, you can get 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites at omahasteaks.com. Plus, all listeners get an extra $35 off with promo Dan at checkout. I've had Omaha Steaks many times. I've given them out too. People lose their minds. You hand them that box and suddenly they think you're the greatest human alive. 5 generations, same family, 100% guaranteed. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and an extra 20% off select favorites during the cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Dan at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code DAN at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details.
Dan Le Batard.
A woman who was out swimming with her friends is believed to have been swallowed whole by a 13-foot shark without any of her friends noticing. That's the weirdest part about that story. You're swimming with friends, you're having a good time, and then all of a sudden, people are looking around going, where's Shelly? Like, nobody screamed?
Every friend group has a Shelly, though, that if they go missing because a shark ate them whole, you wouldn't notice.
Classic Shelly.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Stugotz.
She went quietly, apparently. If I'm swallowed whole by a shark, you're going to know it.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Let me explain to you how mismanaged the Phoenix Suns have been, because Ishbia has been a disaster, okay? In 23 months, it's 3 coaches he owes $85 million, okay? That's 23 months, 3 coaches, $85 million. They pay Beal $19 million a year through 2030. They're going to pay Bradley Beal to play for the Clippers.
Counting against his cap each of those years.
Yes, $19 million a year. They've got the highest payroll in the league, and they don't control any of their picks through 2031. They are a disaster. Like, that trade for Kevin Durant could not have been worse. Everything they built there, highest payroll in the league. It's not good enough to try and fix that with Dillon Brooks. But when Devin Booker went out last night, Dillon Brooks continues to remind LeBron that he's old, and LeBron barely got to 10 points last night. LeBron still got that streak where he goes double digits every game, and he barely got to 10 points. And the chase down that he always does, you could hear Brooks screaming in the arena. It got so quiet because LeBron couldn't chase him down. The idea that I'm watching Dillon Brooks I understand that LeBron is the oldest player in the league, but that I'm watching the taunts and then I'm getting Dillon Brooks gets to beat LeBron and gets the last laugh with LeBron. Like, that's just not something I ever saw coming.
You saw how it went down with LeBron to reach the streak. You know, Greg, he's got this, I mean, it's forever where he reaches double figures. I mean, they're getting smoked in the fourth. They're down like 26. LeBron's stuck on 7 points.
Right.
He hits a three with 6 minutes left in the game. They immediately take him out after that. I mean, they're getting smoked.
Oh, and Dillon Brooks is posting up his son as well, like late in the game. Like, he was just taunting everything. He is such a good villain. I don't know does that sport right now have a better villain? You got Draymond Green. You got Draymond Green. Do you have someone who's embracing the villainous role better than Dillon Brooks?
I will say this about Dillon Brooks. The gall of that man, and I'm speaking from the broad view, obviously, the gall of Dillon Brooks, who's never made an all-star team. He's a 30-year-old journeyman criticizing LeBron James. The gall.
He's a good player.
The gall. He's a good player.
He's a good player, and he's a better villain.
He's having a great year.
He's a good player.
That's Tony's music.
That's right, Dan. It's Tony's Top 5, and it's presented by Smirnoff, the official vodka sponsor of the National Football League. Smirnoff. Please drink responsibly. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York, 40% alcohol by volume.
How many OLI we got, Tony?
No OLI, Dan. We're going straight top 5 today. I'm at the Dade County Courthouse, a staple here.
Somewhere else we can get kicked out of.
Top 5. No, this is public land. I pay for this.
Visiting a
friend. This building right here, I pay for.
Wow.
Everybody pays for this right here, so I can videotape here as much as I want.
Number 5.
Number 5, would there really be a difference between me and Max Brosmer this weekend? 19 of 30, 126 yards, 4 picks, 4 sacks, and a QBR of 5.6.
Yes, you would have been worse.
I thought to myself yesterday, okay? I thought to myself, when Younghoe Koo is kicking the ground and I see what I think is the greatest panic situation you ever see in football, which is the holder just running and no one's out in a pass pattern, I thought to myself, that's the most panic that a player ever feels on a field, except for Max Brosmer.
Will Levis did that last year, right? Yeah.
The sheer panic
like 3 times in a row.
Of Max Brosmer or Brosmer? Is it
who cares?
Okay, who cares? Fair enough. Number 4.
Number 4, Dave Canales, Dano. He's got the wherewithal.
What does that mean?
No, he's right, though. Look at him.
7-6.
What does that mean?
Checks out.
7-6.
That's some wherewithal right there.
Last year we talked. Exactly. Last year we talked about, can Dave Canales have the wherewithal to stick with Bryce Young to make this Panthers team interesting? And then all of a sudden this year, you counted them as dead. Now they're 7-6, a game back in the loss column from the Bucs in the NFC South. Like, anything could happen. He's got the wherewithal.
Best Adam's apple in the entire league.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Does Canales have the best Adam's apple in the entire league? Number 3.
Number 3, Dan, hold on. I'm going to need to take something out here real quick, a prop. You know who has won their last 4 games with an average margin of victory of 27.5 points, Dan?
I do not.
Oh, you don't? Okay, hold on.
That's impressive.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh, the Miami Hurricanes, Dano.
Wow.
The Miami Hurricanes.
Are you quantifying?
Last 4 games, average margin of victory, 27.5 points.
I thought we were doing NFL football. I thought you were asking me about an NFL team. I didn't know you were asking me about a college team. You never put college observations in here.
All I said is football. I said, football team who's won the last 4, average margin of victory, 27.5 points, Miami Hurricanes.
2 top 10 NFL draft picks coming up.
Number 2.
Exactly right. Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
Number 2, you know who hasn't passed the smell test? OU. More like PU. Oklahoma, please. Are you kidding me? Oklahoma? They can't score on anybody. And all of a sudden they're going to be inside of the top 12 as a college football playoff team? For what? They stink. OU sucks. PU, Dan.
How did this become college observations? Number 1.
Number one, Dan, if the Canes are left out of the CFP playoff, we're taking the fight all the way up to the Supreme Court, which is why I'm here at the Dade County Courthouse right now. I'm going to go inside and make sure everybody knows if there's any college football playoff voters in there. I'm going to let them know that this is a travesty and we're going to take this thing to the Supreme Court, Dan. I've been sent here by the Department of War for the University of Miami, and I'm not going to leave until we make things right, okay?
I would like to see by the end of the show you having gathered a crowd of protesters trying to attack justice and democracy on behalf of the University of Miami.
Just pointing out, James Madison, 28.25 points per game is the average margin of victory over the last 4 games.
That's impressive when you consider that also includes their 4-point squeaker against Wazoo.
Don't you forget, just had to score late against Virginia Tech. Old Dominion.
Thank you, Tony. We appreciate all of your work. Appreciate you changing your top 5 from NFL observations. The last 3, outrage about this injustice around the University of Miami. I think you speak for the entirety of the city. I do not know if Mario Cristobal is going to join the show. I am offended that I am being told I do not know ball, and that is the reason that Mario Cristobal will not come on the show, because I don't know ball.
Yeah, word's out there.
I will remain offended by this. I think you guys should be offended on my behalf.
You've put me in a tough spot here because while it helps the cause putting Mario Cristobal on this platform, I don't want him to endure speaking with you.
Yeah, all not knower.
If we get Cristobal on, you're going to grill him?
No. What's the grilling to be done?
I'm just asking.
What is the grilling?
You just prop him up and you let him knock him down. That's what you do.
You say, all right, coach, go.
What's going to happen here, though? What needs to happen? What do you think is going to happen? There is an obvious propaganda movement. This is, Saban taught this to us, where all of a sudden, after a season in which he lost games that were unexpected, you would see him making the arguments everywhere and would be given the platform that other coaches weren't necessarily given to appear everywhere. I expect to see Mario Cristobal doing nothing but interviews for the until they're making the determinations. So what needs to happen and what is going to happen over the next few hours and days?
I mean, he should be on every show. He should be on all the national shows, especially over the weekend when the Hurricanes are not going to be playing and all these other teams who are ahead of them in the rankings are going to be playing in conference championship games. Mario's got to go everywhere he can. Go everywhere he can.
Be undeniable. You're 10-2, and a lot of the metrics that people were citing when you were 6-2 are now in your favor because you played the season out. Common opponents, whether it be Notre Dame or Alabama or Texas with that loser head coach that just lost one game to Florida in a game that they had more yards in against Texas than they had combined in their most 2 recent battles against the Miami Hurricanes and Mario Cristobal. So you have all the arguments right now. Head-to-head, as you've applied.
Head-to-head.
As you mentioned, guys, head-to-head in this top 15 has mattered throughout the rankings, and there's one outlier. What have we been told? Well, then it's the quality loss. Okay, well, quality loss doesn't apply to Alabama, I guess. Everything that we know about the College Football Playoff Committee's criteria that has been outlined, I guess, doesn't apply to Miami.
Head-to-head.
So I think that if you look at conference championship weekend, I was a big believer in you shouldn't be punished for losing your conference championship. I think that's bullshit. But if they're going to bullshit me, bullshit them back.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird? I'm trying not to be prisoner of the moment with what I'm about to say, but I genuinely, as I think here, cannot recall a time when the NFL, college football, and the Heisman are so wide open. I just have no idea who's going to win any of those things. You're not going to convince me that the Bears or the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. You're not. You cannot. I will not believe it until after it's happened, and then I still won't believe it.
Rams just lost to the Panthers. It's really a strange time.
But I have no idea. We're in December, and I have no idea who's going to win any of those 3 things. I don't know who's going to win the Heisman. My vote is due soon. I don't know who's going to. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win in college football. And I don't know who's going to win in professional football.
You're going to vote for Malachi Tony, aren't you?
Probably.
Two of the 3 you mentioned there are exciting, even though we don't know what's going to happen. I don't find the Heisman's got a lot of juice right now.
Okay, it doesn't have to have a lot of juice. I just don't know who's going to win it.
Pavia, Mendoza, Jeremiah Love.
Drew Mestamaker.
I'd like to remind everybody, Jeremiah Love had 33 yards against Miami when he actually lined up against big-time competition. Dan, you're speaking to something that annoys me so much about college football right now is people are still applying this arrogance from 10 years ago in which they feel matter-of-factly. They know what's going to happen when they play these games, despite parity being all over that sport. Anybody can beat anybody inside a certain group. It's a hard sport. Winning is hard, week in and week out. And for someone to just look at their poll rankings, see where other people slot them, and say, well, Notre Dame would beat Miami if they played today. By which metric? Right. Recency bias? Because you lose that one too. I don't understand how people are so naive entering this process to think that they know better when a result is staring them in the face, telling you quantifiably who is better, and you choose to ignore it thinking that you know better. I think half of the top 25, I think 15 of the top 25 teams in the preseason rank ended up unranked.
Greg,
we don't know shit.
How can we be in professional football 3/4 of the way through the season and in college football at the end of the season and not have any idea about those three things? Who's going to win college football's championship? Who's going to win pro football's champion? Who's going to win the Heisman? How can we still be asking after this much ball has been played? How can I be such a not ball knower that I'm sitting here saying to you, I don't know who's good?
Isn't it great, though? It's great. I love that. And Reuben Bain should get your Heisman vote, by the way. And Louisville and SMU both were ranked this season. They both were previously ranked teams.
I think I'm going to make it Tony. I'm going to make it Tony, Bain, and Beck top three. What do you think?
I think Mario Cristobal is going to be joining us this week.
You people are a joke.
Now's a good time to remember where tequila's story truly began. In 1795, Cuervo invented tequila.
Cuervo.
What are you doing here?
Cuervo. Anytime someone says Cuervo, I show up.
Well, I do know that to be true, but even during ad reads, like...
Cuervo.
I think you could lay out, especially for one of our great partners.
Sweet, delicious Cuervo.
Since then, Cuervo has stayed true to its roots. The same family, the same land, the same passion.
Cuervo.
So, enjoy the tequila that started it all. Cuervo.
Cuervo.
The tequila that invented tequila. Proximo. Cuervo.com. Please drink responsibly.